I would like to have a message on this occasion so for the nursing and midwifery professionals in India. Dr. Suresh Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, my dear friend, uh, and also the president of the Nursing Council, Dr. Dilip Kumar, for this organizing this webinar on such an important issue and on such an important day. Normally, we'll say that we are celebrating the day, but I don't think we can call celebration in the true sense of the term, because we are all really concerned and worried about the situation that has prevailed in all parts of the world. More than 100 countries are affected by the coronavirus, and everybody is trying to battle for their own lives. And as you correctly pointed out, particularly at risk are those who are at the cutting edge of providing and delivering these health services to the patients. So it's really a worrying time, and I'm sure we'll be able to tide over it with a combined will of all of us, but more importantly, because of the strength, the resilience, and the dedication and commitment of our nursing professionals in particular and the medical fraternity in general. I am very happy to note that we are focusing on this particular day globally as well on a very important segment of the healthcare delivery system, and that's the nurses and midwives. Because you know, they are really at the cutting edge, but more importantly, they provide the human face to the science of medicine. Because as you can see, as we are doing right now, we can use technology for certain aspects of medical care. Telemedicine is becoming popular. I am sure it will become more popular. But even if you are telemedicine, somebody will have to deliver it at the end of it to the patient. Who will do that? That's a job of a nurse. And therefore, as is correctly pointed out, nurse in real sense of the term, nurses the patient, nurses the wound, nurses the pain, and make sure that a patient feels at home. You cannot have just the technology driving your lives, because end of the day, you also need a person, a face, whom you are dealing with. And that's what is done by the nurses globally and also in India more importantly. And therefore, I can very clearly see that a focus of healthcare has to be there, but more importantly, we must focus on the human aspect of that, and particularly those who provide that delivery, and the nurses will play that critical and important role as they're doing today. They'll even do it more as we go along. As I said, and that is not something which I should be happy about, but thanks to the epidemic, and now it become pandemic, the focus has again come back onto public health. We always ignored it to our own peril globally. In fact, there are so many, most of the developed countries are facing the challenges of public health more than other countries in the world. And therefore, it is really speaking, as we always say, that any disease is a great leveler. It has actually brought to fore an important aspect of public health. Because health is important, public health is still more important. And therefore, public health delivery system will have to be in focus for many, many more years to come. Globally, WHO has been saying, United Nations has passed resolution that we must spend more on public health, but far from that, we have actually been doing something different than this. So I think hopefully the focus now in future will be on public health, and in that public health, investment will be necessary for hospitals, for technologies, for hardware, but I think human capital will be more important. And if we don't invest enough into the nurses, as has been pointed out by you, very well presented, that nurses will be a critical component, a very important aspect of the entire public health delivery system. And therefore, we have to train them properly, we have to upgrade them properly, but more importantly, the one point which struck me and which is more important is what is the career path for the nurses? Can they all the time remain in that level, or they should keep rising in their own careers as well as they save lives of many more people? And therefore, career path for the nurses will also be very, very important. I can very clearly see that as the time passes, we'll see more and more advancement into science. But a science cannot, at any point of time, in a foreseeable future, or for my opinion, any time in times to come, will be able to eliminate the human contact that a patient has with a nurse, with a professional. And therefore, healthcare workers will be very important. Their care has to be taken, because health care, by definition, they take care of the patient. And who will take care of them? That's very important, and therefore I think we should also focus on it. I know I can see very distinguished panelists. I don't want to take too much of time, but I will offer you my full support. I mean, luckily, in the parliament for my 6th term, I handled 10 cabinet positions, and currently I am your guardian because I am on the Standing Committee of Health in the parliament. Therefore, I would definitely be able to focus on these issues. Take me as one of your champion of cause. Take me as one of your volunteer. Count on me for all support. And this is not for anything else that I'm doing a favor to the fraternity, but this is my duty that I'll be discharging, because I'm sure one day or the other, I will also need the support of the nurses. In fact, my wife, who is a chairperson of the organization called Manav Sadhan Vikas Samstha, has been running nursing school for 25 years. And therefore, she has a first-hand experience, besides being a very prominent journalist, having been in the top media houses as editor for many years, but she continues to pursue this cause. Therefore, I have in my house, if not a nurse, somebody who runs a nursing college. And therefore, I would really look forward to working with you all. I'm very happy to see all of you here. Please take my regards. Let me use this opportunity to pay my humble tributes to all the nurses of the world, and particularly my sisters in India. I can please tell you, assure you, that please we'll be working with you and trying to walk path with you all the times to come. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I have to join another webinar, so I'll have to leave this place. But please remember, I am just leaving it, only the webinar, but not the cause. I am with you. I will continue to work with you and continue to pursue these matters with you. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, sir. Your support, I have always seen that you always take up this issue in the ministry, and also I have seen your concern. And definitely, first we'll address this challenge. Afterwards, we'll meet and personally and take some of this agenda forward, and also at the international level also, where the WHO can support us in making many of the new strategies to implement our the nursing, some of the programs in India. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Achha, Dilip Kumarji, just one small point, that because you mentioned internationally, currently I am the Sherpa for G20 for India. Therefore, I participate in all the G20 deliberations. So if you want that we should pursue anything at G20 level, I'll be very happy to do that.
Yes, sir. I will send a note, sir, for that G20. You can definitely take our issues, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where there is a international migration is one of the biggest, where our nurses are put in a very difficult advantage at the international level in the many of the areas and issues. I will be able to share with you, sir.
We'll work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.